Golden Opportunities is paid for by Elder Productions.
Hello, I'm Lori Steiner. Welcome to Golden Opportunities.
Today, investment scams are everywhere. We'll advise you on how to avoid them. Then, it's nice to be appreciated. We'll preview a health insurance program that does just that. It's never too late to learn. We'll study up on ways to keep you interested and active. Plus, surgery? Or is there some other option? We'll focus on the features of physical medicine. And we'll present practical steps for your estate planning.
It's time to get GOing, so pull up a chair and join us at our kitchen table for Golden Opportunities. Scams are everywhere, in your email, on your phone, in your mailbox. So how can you tell if an offer is authentic or if it's really risky business? Jim Lineweaver is here with tips that will help tip you off to a possible problem. Jim is a certified financial planner professional with the Lineweaver Financial Group. Welcome back to the show.
Thanks, good to see you again.
So let's say the IRS calls you and says the IRS is going to file a lawsuit against you. Do we get our attorney involved?
Well, you should just hang up the phone. So let's start off there. But you never want to hear from the IRS. I don't care if it's a letter in the mail or a phone call. And usually what ends up happening is, things out there that may be too good to be true usually are. Things that can be too scary are usually true as well. So you don't necessarily have to call your attorney, but if that's a trusted advisor, give them a call, or call your accountant, call your financial advisor. Maybe you have a child that's, your power of attorney for financial purposes and has a little business acumen and stuff. So give them a call. Say, hey, I just got this. Don't know if I should freak out or not, but do I need to really worry about this?
Yeah, I've heard the IRS never calls you.
Exactly, they're not gonna.
They're gonna write you.
Exactly, they send you something in the mail, then take that to your account, but don't panic and don't freak out.
Okay, but we do need to suspect kind of everything, it sounds like. How else can we protect ourselves?
Well, unfortunately, in today's day and age, and with all of this social media and easily accessible by phone and emails, you really have to keep an eye on what's coming to you. And so if you look at emails, if you look at text messages, things that pop up, and what you really have to do is try to just take a step back. Don't respond to them right away. Collect your thoughts. Maybe do a little research in things. Maybe you should find out who that person is that's really sending it to you. As a friend, obviously, no big deal. But if it's an unknown person, there's ways that you can get on Google and you can maybe look at LinkedIn and Facebook and things along that nature, just to try to see if you can identify maybe that person with some type of company or things along that nature. And also, on some of these things that they reach out to you with, you don't necessarily want to call back that number that's right on that medium, or text or email. Maybe you want to go visit your local bank if you got something through the mail and say, hey, is this legit? Or call your local branch as opposed to the number that's there, just to try to verify some of these things to be accurate.
How about any other online issues we should be aware of?
Well, one thing I always tell my kids is that, just for a safety net, is that if we're ever on vacation, you're not posting pictures or anything, so that lets people know that you're out of town, may make you suspect to some other things. So there's a lot of things out there that you really have to be careful with, and you really want to just make sure, that you're dotting your I's and crossing your T's. You have to be careful about the personal information that you may give out, such as date of birth, social security numbers, other things you want to deal with. If anything has any of your personal information on it, then make sure you shred it. Use one of those cross shredders, and don't just throw it away. And keep track of all your PINs and personal identification numbers. It's not easy. You got to reset them every 3 or 4 weeks. So there are online tools that you could use for that, or maybe you just keep it at home in a good safe or something along that nature, and record them and make sure that family and loved ones know where they're at in case something happens to you.
And if something does happen, you really want to talk to the Better Business Bureau, right?
You do. That's one of the first things that you can go to really find out what current scams are out there, and that's a great resource. As a matter of fact, we're having an upcoming seminar on that. And what they do is they have something called a BBB scam tracker, and they're usually the first people to get the information out there. Great resource, and we're going to be bringing people up to speed at our education program that we have coming up on Tuesday, September 27th at 1 p.m., and then also Thursday, September 29th at 6. They do fill up fast, so if anybody's interested, they can call us.
All right, sounds good. Use Jim's tips to tell scams to scram. Need more help? Attend one of his complimentary seminars or use the number that's coming up next.
For more information, call the Lineweaver Financial Group at 1-888 313-4009 or click to www.lineweaver.net. Next, showing their appreciation. But first, 15 years ago today, on September 11th, 2001, our country suffered the deadliest terrorist attacks on American soil in U.S. history. To honor those who died, this date has been given a name to signify an annual National Day of Mourning. What is 9/11 now called? We'll call out the answer when we return.
Let's all wake up to better health. Walk, run, fly, find a partner, an ally, a Metro Health doctor who will listen as long as it takes so you can celebrate every day by living it your way. Get your physical, checkup, regular screening at Metro Health and wake up every day to better health. Change is healthy.
Today is Patriot Day, a national day of service and remembrance to honor the nearly 3,000 lives that were lost on 9/11. It is one more way to show that we will never forget.
You've heard the saying, buy local. Well, there's one company that's putting those words into practice. Laura Dunn is here to tell us how a unique program supports local businesses and benefits all of us. Laura is the manager of Mutual Appreciation, which is a program of Medical Mutual of Ohio. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So tell us, what does Mutual Appreciation do?
So Mutual Appreciation is a program unique to Medical Mutual. It's a employee perk program and a customer loyalty program. And what that means is that we incent and encourage Medical Mutual employees to patronize the businesses of Medical Mutual customers. Mm-hmm. It all started in 2011. It was the idea of our CEO, Rick Chiracosta. He wanted to try and find a way to pump up the appreciation, and value to our current customers and engage our employees in the success of our company.
All right. So how does it work?
So it's really similar to any other frequent flyer program or rewards program you might be familiar with. So we encourage employees to shop with our customers. The first step is telling our employees who our customers are and making it easy to find them. So what we've done is we've built a very comprehensive website and database and mobile app that they can use while they're on the go. And as employees are out making purchases and shopping, they then log their receipts into the app or database. They get a certain amount of points, and the more they shop, the more customers they patronize, the more points they get, the bigger the reward.
All right, so it helps everybody out there.
It definitely does.
And it must have a big economic impact on the economy locally. So can you tell us what that is?
Sure, so our employees have really rallied behind this program. Currently, since 2011, we've spent over $65 million with our customers. Wow. And this year, we're closing in on spending $13 million. And so when we say 13 million or 65, what that means is those dollars are being kept close to home. All of our customers are based in Ohio, and most of them are in Northeast Ohio. So it's really a buy local program.
Definitely. Wow, that's great. And then you let your customers know that that's happening too, right? I mean, because they're not always going to know if it's an employee coming in.
Yes, we provide reporting back to them, especially after we do a special promotion or contest. So.
And so then the employees are reporting it on their app or on the website or whatever. Anything else that they do when they're out shopping?
Yeah, so this has actually become ingrained in our culture. So our employees really get a kick out of eating at a restaurant or buying clothes from a customer, and while they're there, they ask for the owner or manager, and they take selfies with them, they let them know how much we appreciate them being a customer. And even a couple employees have taken it the next step further. If there's a restaurant that they eat at that's not currently a customer, they will ask for the owner and tell them about the Mutual Appreciation Program.
Oh my gosh.
So that they can become a customer and reap the benefits of it. So it's just really neat.
It helps everybody.
It does. So everybody wins. Our customers win, which is our main focus and the most important. Our employees win. The Ohio economy wins. In fact, we don't know of any other company that has a program like this, especially in the health insurance industry. So
That's great. Thank you so much.
thank you.
With the Mutual Appreciation Program, Medical Mutual is putting appreciation into action, and their employees, clients, and our economy thank them for that. And we appreciate Laura joining us today to tell us about this program.
Thank you for having me.
Find out more about Medical Mutual of Ohio by visiting www.medmutual.com/go or call 1-844-606-5387. Next, lots to learn. Looking for places to go, things to do? Welcome to our community calendar. Step right up and join the 12th Annual Cleveland Senior Walk this Thursday morning, September 15th at Mall C downtown. This free walk follows free health screenings and a brief program. To set out on the right foot, call the Cleveland Department of Aging at 216-664-2833 for more information, or click to www.city.cleveland.oh.us/aging.
They say you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Then it's a good thing we're not canine, because we are all able to develop a love of lifelong learning. Need help? Maria William is here to present plenty of possibilities. Maria is the editor of Northeast Ohio Boomer and Beyond, a free magazine just for us and just for our area.
That's right. It's great.
Welcome to the show. And it's free.
It is. Woo, yeah.
So the theme for this issue is learn and grow.
Right.
Now, does that mean we're all going to go back to school?
Yes, back to school. Hit the books. Well, it's a wonderful theme, especially for this age group of boomers, people in their 50s, 60s, and into their 70s, because encore learning, exploring different topics, subjects. There's a whole bunch of stuff out there for people in our age group. And a good place to start are your local universities. I know Kent State, near where I live, they have free classes you can audit. Of course, there's a limit to how many you can take, but I think it's if you're 60 and older, you can take those for free. A lot of, that's true for all the public schools in Ohio, and for a lot of the private schools. So if you have an interest in, let's say, winemaking, history, archaeology, geology, whatever, you could just sample it, and it's a really terrific opportunity.
And even online there are opportunities,
well, you can do that, or you can hit libraries or your rec centers, or all kinds of classes. We're encouraging people and giving them options, or presenting options for going back to school.
Okay. And you have a great example of someone who's learning and living and growing and giving on the cover that we held up before.
Absolutely.
Who is that?
Well, it's Jimmy Malone from WMJI, and he's a very well-known co-host of Cleveland's super popular radio station, 105.7. And Jimmy has parlayed over the last couple of decades a small amount of money into a huge scholarship fund that he funds primarily through a big golf outing every July. But the best part, which is so exciting, he's very dynamic. He's funny. He's gives to people. But
he's a stand-up comedian, even, right?
Yeah, right. Well, he is funny. Yeah. He's professionally funny. Yeah. Documented. So what he does is he gives money out to students to help pay for college educations, but you don't just get money from Jimmy. You get a relationship. He helps mentor them. He provides professional contacts for them for internships and jobs. I mean, he's really involved with these young people, and they really, the ones I talked to, couldn't say enough about him. It was really heartwarming. Wonderful.
That's great.
Great guy.
Good to then focus on him a little bit. But travel is another way to broaden your mind.
Absolutely. So every issue we like to provide a getaway feature. So this issue, it's on Columbus, and you're like, Columbus, last time, but there are so many things to do in Columbus, and it's a great place to visit in the fall. Now, if you're a football fan, maybe you're going down there if you happen to be lucky enough to get tickets to, an Ohio State game. Good for you. But on other weekends, it's a terrific city. You've got German Village, which is a wonderful enclave of historic homes, beautiful gardens, yards, nice shops, restaurants, etc. There's a ton of stuff to do in Columbus. So we're encouraging people to, if they can't find enough to do around here, to hit the road and go south a little bit.
And stay in Ohio.
That's right.
Keep the economy here.
Yeah.
And even a trip to the theater can help you learn.
Right, it certainly can, and we are so fortunate in Northeastern Ohio. I mean, from Barberton to Willoughby, we've got great local live theater, and so we have a wrap up on some of the highlights for the upcoming theater season: musicals, holiday shows, all kinds of stuff. Places. Performances where you could take your grandkids to, and that's a nice way to spend.
Even local theater, there's all kinds.
Oh gosh, yeah. We're really fortunate around here, so.
All right, so we can learn and grow by learning from the magazine.
That's right, keep learning, keep learning.
All right. The September-October issue of Northeast Ohio Boomer and Beyond magazine is available now. You can find it in hundreds of places in our area, like doctor's offices, fitness facilities, senior centers, libraries, and more. And as we mentioned, the best part is it's free. My thanks to Marie Illiam for showing us how to live and to learn.
For more information, call Northeast Ohio Boomer and Beyond at 330-822-4011. Email them at info@northeastohioboomer.com or like them on Facebook, www.facebook.com/NEOhioBoomer. Up next, let's get physical. It's time to get up and go, an exercise segment on golden opportunities.
Hello everybody, it's Mike Carbon from Breakout Fitness. Today we're going to help you work those ever important shoulder cuffs that help to support our rotator cuff. You ready to go?
I am ready to go.
Let's do it. Okay, so this is an upright row using our exercise band. We're simply going to step on the center of the band. We want to kind of offset our feet here so we can make sure we don't lose the band and we don't lose our balance. All we're going to do is start with your hands, palms facing your thighs in front of you. We're going to lead with the elbows, bringing your elbows above your wrists until your fists touch just about the top of your chest, okay? All the way up, all the way down. Remember, good posture, make sure you're breathing. It's always exhale with exertion and inhale as you're resting. All right, how you doing?
I'm ready to row my boat out in Lake Erie this summer.
You got the breathing down, you got good posture, doing well, excellent. All right, everybody, once again, 12 to 15 repetitions, 3 to 4 sets, and you'll have stronger shoulders. So now it's your turn to get up and go.
For your copy of the exercise booklet, send $1 for postage to Golden Opportunities, 6105 Parkland Boulevard, Suite 140, Mayfield Heights, Ohio, 44124.
You're having some knee pain or your elbow is acting up. Is it something that means you have to sign up for surgery, or can it be treated with other options? For the answer, you need to see an expert like Dr. Travis Cleland, who joins us in the Metro Health studio. Dr. Cleland is the Physical Medicine and Rehabilitation Department at Metro Health. So welcome to the show.
Thank you very much for having me.
I understand rehab, but tell me what physical medicine is about.
So physical medicine is a subspecialty in medicine, focuses more on what we call neuromusculoskeletal medicine. So we take care of nerves, we take care of muscles, joints, as well as soft tissues like ligaments, tendons, and bursa.
Okay, and what's the cool name for that?
So that we're called physiatrists as well, but that one's typically a little bit harder for people to say.
Yeah,
so we can
I'm
go
glad
by.
you said it, not me. So, what are some of the types of injuries that fall into this kind of a category?
So we see a wide population of patients, all the way from pediatrics up to 100 years old or plus. So for some of the children, we'll see more of sports-related injuries or new type injuries. For some of the more elderly population, it'll be more degenerative changes like arthritis or overuse syndromes.
Okay. I know people don't like the idea of surgery, so what kind of options are there for non-surgical treatment?
So we actually have a lot of options, and most of our pain syndromes respond really well to the non-surgical options. So they include anywhere from lifestyle modifications, different types of bracing of joints or even the back, as well as physical therapy or occupational therapy, home exercise programs, oral medications to control pain or inflammation, as well as more advanced procedures like different types of injections to control inflammation, or even some regenerative injections as well.
Wow, so there's lots you can try before you actually get on that operating table.
Absolutely.
And nowadays, I know Metro Health is treating patients much more closer to where they live, right?
So we've actually taken an initiative to expand out into the community, and one of the locations that I'll be working at, which will be one of our newest locations, is down in Brecksville, which will be almost a small hospital in a sense. We'll have a 24-hour emergency room, same-day surgery, primary care physicians as well as multiple subspecialists.
Okay. And any other facilities out there in the community?
So as far as physical medicine and rehab, we are expanding to Parma as well as Cleveland Heights so that we can expand to the community as much as possible. We feel that getting closer to the patients will offer us to offer some intervention. That way they don't have to worry about coming all the way to main campus, or if they have the inability of coming to main campus.
Yeah, some people just don't like getting in that car and driving, do they?
Exactly.
Especially if they've got a bad elbow.
Or a shoulder, that's
there
right.
There we go. So, but it's a big investment for Metro Health, especially when all those services are available at the main campus where we tape here. So why is that?
Well, like I said, I think that expanding out to the community, we can reach some other patients that we may not be able to reach. And I think that offers us a nice benefit to be able to treat patients all over Cuyahoga County.
Get out there and be with the people.
That's right.
All right. If your muscle pain seems to be permanent or your aching joints keep acting up, there are ways to improve these issues, often without surgery. To find out more, use the information that's coming up next. My thanks to Dr. Cleveland for offering these options and for updating us on the new Metro Health Brecksville location. That demonstrates that change is healthy.
To learn more, call Metro Health at 216-778-7800 or log on to www.metrohealth.org. Next, the importance of everyday issues in estate planning.
Hilltop Village Apartments is retirement living at its best. Residents enjoy a wide variety of activities and living services with all large first-floor apartments, private screened-in patios with beautiful park views, daily dining room meals, free laundry facilities, 24-hour staff, and so much more. Enjoy safe, comfortable independence at a very affordable price. Call today for a tour and learn how you can get your first month's rent free. Hilltop Village Apartments, retirement living at its best.
Did you miss a phone number or website? Then here's your second chance, because we're going to list all of that information again. Then we'll be back with practical pointers for your estate plan. We often talk about estate planning as it relates to taking care of our spouses, our children, or our other loved ones. We focus on the documents, who to appoint and who gets what. But sometimes we forget to think about the practical aspects of estate planning. Here today to give us some of his top hints to address these practical issues is my very practical law partner, Mike Solomon.
Hi, Lori.
So what's your first practical hint?
Well, you know, many people, matter of fact, most people seem to have pets, dogs, cats, birds, and you need to provide for them. A lot of people think about providing for, you know, some money for the animal, but you never think about what happens in the short term, the emergency. You need an emergency plan, so if you become sick or ill, something, something's addressing that.
Okay, so what do you mean by that? What are the tips there?
Well, you probably ought to have at least a couple people that will take care of the dog or the cat or whatever animal you have in an emergency. If you become ill or you pass away, right then you need someone to address that issue. You need to, maybe have them have keys to your house so they can get in the house. Obviously, it has to be someone you trust so they can get in the house right away to handle the, let's say, the dog or whatever you need. You need to maybe have instructions how to, how to take care of the animal. Number two, you might want to have, who the vet is so they can contact the vet quickly. You might also want to tell the neighbor, hey, John Smith here is going to take care of my dog if something bad happens to me. So the neighbor might be the first one to find out, but again, they don't know who to call to find out who takes care of the pet. You might even keep in your wallet some sort of information about who's going to take care of the pet if something bad happens to you.
Good tips, but how about the long haul?
Well, now you need to address what happens for the rest of your pet's life. And so you might want to address that in your estate planning document, some money for the caregiver, who's ever going to be the caregiver. Here's some extra money to take care of the pet, because pets are, as you know, are expensive. So you need to address that for the long-term situation.
Okay, that's good advice as well. What else is on your list?
Well, you know, the laws, people have changed the way they pay the bills and do their banking. You know, it used to be you'd get all this stuff in the mail, your bills and all your banking information. Many people now do online banking, online bill paying, so nothing comes in the mail. In the past, when someone passed away, you could just wait for the mail to come in. So you might want to make a list of all your accounts, especially your online accounts, all your ongoing bills, so that you don't have automatic things happening that may cause you to bounce a check or to miss a bill. So you need to address all of that, make a list annually, keep it somewhere, and tell people where you hide it so they can find it, so they know what to do.
Okay. I know the bank statements are paperless, but what about your house? And we talked about pets, but what about the house itself?
Right, so even though you might have someone take care of the pets in an emergency, when you pass away or if you're ill, you need to have someone possibly come in the house, lock it down, check everything, and make sure the heat and the air conditioner are going properly and no leaks, no gushing water.
No water, that's especially
right. So
important.
You want to, again, someone you trust. You've got to find someone you trust, give them a key, or let them know how to get a key easily. And you want to, again, it's got to be someone you have 100% faith in, because they're going to be wandering around your house.
And let them know who maybe your executor or trustee is.
That's
later.
right, that's right.
If you need help making the practical decisions with regard to your estate planning, attend one of our free seminars on this. The first one is Monday, September 19th at 7 at the Holiday Inn Rockside. We also have Tuesday, September 20th at 1 p.m. at the Doubletree in Beechwood, or finally Wednesday, September 21st at 2 o'clock at the Middleburg Heights Community Center. If you can't make it to a seminar, you can give Mike a call at the number coming up next.
Call Solomon, Steiner, and Peck at 1-888-236-5173 for more information, or to schedule a speaker for your organization. Or log on to www.ssnplaw.com.
Thanks for joining us. On next week's show, make yourself at home, because we have a big update on the tiny house experiment. Plus, we'll introduce you to ancient art from India. And 'tis the season to fall in love with your smile. We'll offer assistance. But until then, please remember to make the most of your golden opportunities.
If you'd like to join our kitchen conversation, visit our website, www.goldenopportunities.tv. Like us on Facebook. Call us at 440-742-GO-TV, or email us at kitchen@goldenopportunities.tv. We'd love to hear from you.
Golden Opportunities is paid for by Elder Productions.